Buying in bulk is a great way to save money and to stock up quickly, but only if it makes sense. Hello everybody and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and we are all about pantry preparedness. And today I'm doing some meal prep because, yeah, I have to do meal prep. Anyway, I am prepping my meals for the week and I have corned beef and cabbage in the crock pot for dinner tonight. It's going to be fantastic. But I thought we would chat a little bit about different ways that you can buy in bulk, different places you can buy in bulk, when you should, what you should watch out for. Let's chat. Just like with any other shopping, any other planning, create a list, create a shopping list. Knowing what you eat will help you know what to buy. So if you eat a lot of pasta, then you know that if you find a sale on pasta, that's a good thing to buy in bulk, right? Because you know that you will go through it. Don't buy it if you don't eat it. It's a waste of money. So plan ahead by creating this list, knowing what you actually consume. My example for this, kind of in a smaller stance, is that I technically go to the grocery store once a month. And in that once a month shopping trip, I will buy the coffee creamer that Phil likes for the entire month, okay? I will buy cream cheese, or I will buy sour cream or cottage cheese that will go the entire month. I stock up on the things that I know that are perishable but will last the entire month. So knowing what it is that you consume, you can then plan how much it's going to cost to go to the store. Having a list before you walk in that store is huge. In addition to that, it helps with a budget, okay? So you know what your budget is, you know what your finances are, and you know how much you can spend. So if you have $40 a month, right? Check out that video right there, and that will help you figure out how much you can spend towards your preps, how much you can spend towards your bulk buying. $40 a month is better than nothing at all. Now, with my Azure order, now that it's available in our area, I spent months stocking up, okay? 1 month, I did all dried fruit. The next month, I did nuts. The month after that, I did, I don't know, something else. Anyway, so I picked a category, and that month, that is what I stocked up on. Now, I stock up for long term, and I also stock up for short term. So it depends on what you're doing, what your budget allows, okay? And I can guarantee you this, that if you start out with $10, $20, $30, $40 a month, and you just keep plugging away at it, before you know it, you have a pretty good stockpile, and you can start using that money to invest in further preparedness for your pantry. That is really important. And it's like meats and things like that. If you look for them when they're on sale, you can sock away that budget that you have for your preparedness pantry, and you can focus on the meat. And that way, when those sales pop up, you will have that extra, a little bit of money that you need, even if times are tight. Then you'll have that little bit socked aside for your pantry. As it is today, I basically buy dairy and fresh vegetables and some fruit. That's all that I buy any given month, because I have over time stocked up on proteins and grains and that kind of thing so that we don't have to worry about it. That's a prepared pantry. Buying in bulk, my friends, bulk stores. There are stores out there that are meant for bulk shopping, okay? That is where you'll find 50 pounds of rice or 25 pounds of beans or whatever the case may be. So there are specifically bulk stores where you can purchase things in bulk and then repackage them the way that you would like to have them repackaged. If you can find them, if they're in your area, because they're not in my area, so it's not even an option, definitely take a look at those. Break down the price per pound, compare it to the price per pound at other places that you shop, and as long as you're saving money, it's worth it. Wholesale clubs. Back in the day, back in the day, they you could save quite a bit of money. You really could. Anymore, I'm not too sure. Anymore, I think it's just more convenient to be able to purchase bulk quantities at these wholesale clubs. Now, I am a member of Sam's Club, and that's a couple hours away, right? I am not a member of Costco because they are 3 hours away at minimum, and so that's just not practical for us. But I will buy certain things through them that I know that I can get a quantity, okay? And then also looking at prices to see if I can get better prices. I don't know where you're at, so definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But where I'm at, it does not pay for me to buy proteins at Sam's Club. I find their prices to be pretty high, actually, for what I can purchase actually more local, which is weird because everything here costs more. But take a look at those things. Now, I have a Plus membership so that I can have things shipped because the 2-hour drive is ridiculous. And so if it's stuff that I want shipped, then it doesn't cost me anything. I have the membership, right? And I get it dropped right here at my door. My FedEx guy and my UPS guy, well, my UPS guy likes me. But the FedEx guy, not so much. And so if you buy things, you know, in bulk, like cases of soup or something like that, where the price comes out better, or remember to factor in your time and your gas, okay? So if it comes out better, more convenient for you to have a case of, say, soup, okay, shipped to your home, you've saved gas, you've saved time, you can focus on doing something else while they're doing all that work and bringing it to your door. Then all you have to do is put it away. If the price is very similar to what you pay locally, then technically you're saving money by not driving, not spending money on gas, and those prices are going up. Gas prices have gone up kind of a lot lately. And your time. And if you're like me, you value your time at a very high price. So you're actually saving money, even though the dollar amount is very similar. I mentioned this, compare unit prices. Learning how to compare unit prices is super important when you're buying in bulk. You want to be able to look at the pound or the ounce or the serving and figure out, you know, what that equates to. And sometimes on their website, like if you go to Walmart, a lot of things will tell you the price per serving or the price per ounce. So then that does half the math. So when you're comparing it against someplace else, you can find how much that serving is or that ounce is and break it down and find out if the price is similar. It's not always a better deal to have it in bulk. Sometimes it's not. So it's up to us to be diligent and make sure that we're holding them accountable and letting them know that we're not falling for it. So sorry, you know. So some people just automatically think that because it's in bulk, you're saving money. That's not the case. Another thing to consider is generic brands. I am brand loyal for very few things, but there are some things that I am very brand loyal for. And so if you are brand loyal out of habit, it might be worth investigating and seeing if that ketchup or that mustard or those canned beans, you know, taste any different than the ones that you normally get, or how you can doctor them up to taste the same. Sometimes all you're doing is paying for the name. And the one thing I have not totally confirmed, but that I have always heard is that if, you know, that actually Heinz ketchup makes your generic brand too. They just don't have the generic name on it. So investigate. Don't spend a lot of money as you're investigating. If you don't know that you're going to like that particular brand, the generic brand, buy one. Just buy one and see if you like it better. And you may end up saving quite a bit of money if you do. Purchasing non-perishables in bulk. Now, if you've seen my pantry, yeah, I stock up on things that I don't want to run out of. I have literally done this my entire adult life. I lived in a 600 square foot apartment and had enough toilet paper for a family of 5 because I don't like running out. And because I'm busy, I really don't like running out. It's an inconvenience and a pain. So when I find something that I like, I will typically buy in bulk. I will buy multiple of that particular item. So toilet paper, paper towels, shampoo, conditioner, dishwashing soap, laundry soap, you know, you name it. I even have stocked up my vitamins because I have a special vitamin. We have stocked up Phil's vitamins, you know. Anything that you use that is non-perishable per se. Now vitamins, you know, kind of fall in the middle there, but not paper towels, hello. These things are great things to stock up on. You can find different ways to store them that are convenient for you, because my biggest fear with the toilet paper and the paper towels is that, you know, a mouse gets in there and wreaks pure havoc in my pantry. That would not be good. I don't ever want to move that stuff and find a nest, ever. But when you find things that you like that are non-perishable, and you can get them in bulk, stock up on them. Q-tips, toothpaste, toothbrushes, aluminum foil, Ziploc bags. There's any number of things. If you take a look around your pantry, if you take a look around your kitchen, you can identify the things that you regularly use. It's like, no, this is just what I use all the time. And if you've ever gone and you needed foil, or you needed a Ziploc bag, or you needed toilet paper, okay, you know what it's like when there's none there and you're completely out. It's not fun. This way, you always have a backup to your backup. You have plenty. You don't have to worry about it. And all you have to do is track it. What's one way to track it? Project Pantry, my friends, okay? This is an inventory system. That's what it is. It's an inventory system, a menu planning system, a shopping system, a tracking system. And when you order 4 cases of toilet paper, you put it in your inventory, you write the date, and then you track it during your inventory, okay, to see how much you still have left. Poof, you know how much you go through, and so then you know when you've got to order more. When you find space and you can order 8, then you know that you've got a longer time frame, and you're keeping track of it in your inventory. Keeping track of what you have and what you get is super important. Now, my example for this is trash bags. I knew in my head that I had trash bags. I knew that I bought a whole bunch of kitchen trash bags. Bunches and bunches. But they had gotten pushed behind something else on the shelf. I don't know. Life happens. And so when I went and I kind of just glanced, it wasn't even a deep dive. I just glanced and went, ooh, I'm really low on trash bags. That's odd. I thought I had more. Okay, great. So I went and ordered trash bags. I now have enough kitchen trash bags for 6 years. Guess what? I don't have to buy anytime soon. As much as I detest them, loyalty programs. I hate pushing in my phone number. I hate scanning my little barcode. I hate, just give me the best price. Okay, I can complain about things all day long. It's not going to change anything, right? Use your loyalty programs, and especially if they are having some kind of sale with them, it's beneficial. Oh, limit 2. You want 6. Go out. Go out and come back in and run it again. Or if you go, oh gosh, I forgot my card. Half the time, the cashier will punch in a thing and you get it anyway. Okay? Do what you can to save a buck. Loyalty programs. As you know from my monthly shopping list, stocking up on seasonal sales is a great way to save money. You can get all of the after holiday, 50% off, whatever, 25% off. It helps stretch. It helps put it up. But be sure what you're putting up will actually last. So after Valentine's Day, put that Valentine's Day chocolate, milk chocolate, in an airtight container and put it up. It'll be good for next year. It'll be good in 5 years. Pay attention to those kinds of sales. Around St. Patrick's Day, corned beef typically goes on sale. You like corned beef? I love corned beef. Do I want to pay $5, $6, $7 for a little bit of corned beef? No, I don't. Do I want to pay $3? Yes. So if I find it on sale, I buy a few to put them in the freezer. Those seasonal sales are important to track. Be mindful of expiration dates. Okay, expiration dates are important. And there's a difference between expiration and best buy date, so you want to become familiar with that. But if something is expired, you know, there's different, we've had different conversations about this, but best buy is just that. It's a suggestion. It's time to get that stuff off the shelf. It may be the most nutritious if you do it by this date. It may be the best quality if you do it by this date. Will it poison you? No, it will not. Thanks for asking. So just pay attention to those. You want to pay attention to the integrity of the container that it comes in, you know. That makes a difference. But watch your expiration dates. Make sure you're rotating the stuff that you bring into your pantry, especially if you're buying in bulk, because there does come a time where it's just not worth the risk. This is my favorite, right? If you can find somebody of similar mind, of like mind, then it's a really great thing to go in with somebody on bulk purchases. My example for this is the Azure standard order. I have little to no need ever for 40 pounds of chicken carcasses, right? I just don't. But there was a woman at the drop-off. I don't know her. I don't know her from Adam. And she said, does anybody here, I really want to get this, but I can't use 40 pounds. How would I best find somebody? And I went, well, I'll go in on it with you. So if you do an Azure order and you do want to buy in bulk, but you want to not purchase, you know, not actually have to spend that much money or take up that much space, it's a great way to find somebody in that group, find somebody that you know, a family member, friends, whoever, and split those bulk purchases. That way you get the benefit of the lower cost and you don't have to keep it all. Investing in long-term storage containers, how many are there? There are mason jars, okay? There are Mylar, there are oxygen absorbers, there are food saver bags, there is a food saver, there's a chamber vac if you prefer more of an all-in-one thing. There are freezer bags, there are buckets, food grade, there are gamma lids, there are regular lids, there are, you know, all of the above and then some, and a combination of. And all of these will help you store your food properly and safely for the best outcome if you're doing long-term food storage, especially if you're buying in bulk. I have buckets and buckets and buckets of wheat, okay? And the wheat is in Mylar, which is in a bucket, which is sealed. So it's kind of a building block, and you don't have to own all of it to start off, okay? Build your way there. Start where you are, baby steps, and you got this. Bulk purchasing online. Yeah. So like I said about the Sam's Club membership, right? Sam's Club membership, and they deliver it to my door, and life is good. Spices, great thing to do to buy them online. I do have a Mennonite or Amish store, a couple of choices near us, but by the time I spend the gas and the time to go there, am I saving money? No. So, can I get it online and have them do that? Yes, I can. So, that is a way to go, okay? It's a way to take some of the stress off. It's a way to spread out that cost a little bit. As far as online, there are so many sources. I can't possibly begin to list them. So if you just put in the search engine, purchasing bulk spices online, compare prices. Not all bulk online shopping is created equally. Rarely, actually, is it created equally. So different places have different benefits, you know, as far as being able to save money. And you want to factor in the cost of shipping. Now, webrestaurant.com is a great website. They have a bunch of different stuff. They are geared, you know, towards commercial use. However, their shipping will kick you in the butt. So, is it one of my favorite places? No. But it is some place that I go to when I have trouble finding stuff otherwise. Sometimes you just have to suck up that shipping cost. And not everybody is, you know, Amazon. So, which is not a bad thing either. You can definitely check out Amazon. A lot of these companies, I think it's called Frontier Co-op, not only sell on their own website, but they also sell on Amazon. So compare those, because sometimes it's the same price, but you get free shipping through Amazon. It's weird. It's just what they do. Monitoring price trends. Yeah. Monitoring price trends. Have a price book. It's a pain. And I do rely heavily on my memory as far as prices go. But if I get a little, flare up that says, wow, that seems more expensive than I remember, then I'll go back and look through. I do tend to save my receipts so that I can look back and see, what's going on. But they don't always make it in there. And I tried keeping track, in an Excel spreadsheet. Anymore, I take my receipts, I staple them to my planner and hope that I can read the ink when I go back to look at them. And if you shop online, like specifically if you shop online with like Walmart, they track your past purchases. But I don't know, I've never looked to see if it actually showed you what the previous price was. I'll have to look. So a price book in whatever format that you come up with is a great way to track prices so that hey, a week ago, that was $1 cheaper. That's happened, okay? And especially with things like egg prices right now and meat prices right now, everything, the whole shrinkflation epidemic that's going on is something that we definitely have to keep track of. So not only paying attention to the prices, but the quantity that you're getting for that price, because they'll sneak it in on you big time. Corporations are not here to make you feel better. They're not here to make you healthy. They are here to make money, period. So do your due diligence on your end. Is it a pain in the who's you what's it's? Yes. Should we just be able to trust them? Yes. Can we? No. No. Do your due diligence and make sure. Now, we're going to take this, okay? I had to buy cherry tomatoes for my salad, for my meal prep for the week. This container was almost $4. I'm not going to touch these things in the store in a few months, and I'm not going to touch them for a few months, because $4, really? But you're paying for this, you're paying for the shipping. I mean, these are a product of who knows, but who knows? It's fair trade certified from someplace. So paying attention to where it comes from might also help you with the price a little bit too, or not, because sometimes getting it from Mexico is cheaper than getting it locally. Okay. This is what I did while we chatted. I have barbecue chicken salad for the week. By implementing these really simple strategies, okay, it will take a little bit to make it a habit. The more that you do it, the more it becomes a habit, the more it becomes natural and just part of the way that you go. If you have any other tips for what to watch for when you're buying in bulk, be sure to throw them in the comments section down below, because you are a wealth of knowledge, okay? It is the hive mentality all the way. You guys know so much, and so sharing your knowledge is always helpful. If you want to see more about how to stock up your pantry, check out this playlist right here. And until next time, everybody, be safe.